Hey, welcome. Mike here, and today we're going to take a look at how you can edit your videos after you've posted them. Okay, this is fun to do, easy to do, and I think you'll find it very useful. So let's get started right now. I just came to YouTube, I signed in, and I came to my channel dashboard right here. And once I get to my dashboard, I'm going to come on and click on Content right there. Okay, and this shows my videos, and up at the top, these are somewhat newer videos. Down at the bottom, these are older videos. As a matter of fact, these are the first videos I ever posted back 7 or 8 years ago. Hey, don't tell anybody, but I was a complete YouTube idiot when I started. I knew nothing about YouTube. I knew absolutely nothing. I knew I could make some simple videos and post them, hope they'd get 1 million views. But I've improved since that time, thank goodness. And what I'm going to do is come up here and take this video right here. This is my worst performing video ever. It only had 20 views. So I'm going to click on that. Okay, and when I do, I come right in here. And this looks familiar because this is a page you see when you post a video where you can put the title in, you can put your description in down here. And once I get to this page for that video, I'll come down and click on Editor right there. And right here, if you click on this arrow right here, you can play your video, you can preview it, you can see, watch the whole video there if you want to. And down here, this is the audio timeline, the waveform for the audio. On top and on the bottom is the video part of the file. So the first thing I'll do is let's pretend that when I play this video, let's preview it right up here.
Hi, this is Mike McMillan. How are you today?
Okay, so when I play this, let's pretend that the first 10, 15 seconds, whatever, I thought were kind of boring. Okay, and they didn't really pull the person in. I didn't ask a question. I didn't try to make a connection with them. And I thought this video would be better if I could get the first 10, 12, 15 seconds out of there. So in order to do something like that, you could come up to Trim and Cut. And I'll click on that. And the first thing that it would let us do is what we call trim a video. And to trim a video means to cut part off from the beginning or to cut part off from the end. Okay, and you can cut as much or as little as you want to. So down here, if I now watch right up here at the time bar, if I want to come into about 10 seconds, let's say, okay, that's 10.18 seconds. Okay, if I wanted to trim that first 10.18 seconds out of there, I move this trim bar over to here, right here, and then I can preview this. I can click on play if I want to, and if I do,
get longer view times.
Now watch. If I try to go back all the way to the beginning, way back here, and I unclick my mouse pad here, it won't play that beginning because I trimmed it out, and it scoots right over to the 13-second mark or 10.18 second mark. So if I do that, and if I do that at the end, I can make a trim at the end anywhere I'd like to too. But if I do that and I make a trim at the beginning and or the end, then I could come up and preview and I can watch it and see what the video looks like with that being done. If I like what I see, I would come up to save. And if I don't think that's exactly what I want to do, I could come up to discard changes, and it takes me back to the original clip here. So that's how you make a trim. Now let's come back in here, click on it again. This time, instead of trimming the video, I'm going to click on New Cut. And when I do that, a cut is different because a cut, put it anywhere you want to, a cut is in the middle of the video someplace. But if I then play this and I let this play and it cuts this part out for me, which I haven't saved it yet, if it cuts that part out for me, if I like what it's doing, I can click on the check mark and it'll make that cut for me. And see how it cut this section out. Now you're not going to have blank space in there. It's just going to play this part of your video. When it gets here, it will skip over here and then play this part of your video. Now if you come back in here and click on this and you think that's not exactly right, Mike, click on the garbage can, okay, trash bin, whatever, and then you can go back and redo it and get it exactly where you want it to be. So that's how you do a trim and a cut. By the way, you're not going to lose any subscribers. Your analytics are not going to change. Nothing in your video changes, except it's going to cut those sections out for you. Okay? Then just come up, make sure you come up and click on save at the end. Okay? Good. I don't know if I mentioned this. I want to tell you. When you do this in here, these changes that you make in editing your video in the YouTube video editor could take minutes, they could take hours, it could take maybe even a day on a long, complicated video. It just depends on how many videos they've got in queue to reanalyze. Okay? Okay, so the next thing we'll look at is where we have a blur. And suppose you're interviewing some top secret CIA personnel or something, and they don't want their face to show up on your video, but they're willing to talk with you. Sometimes you have things like that. I've never used it, but some people have used this. So if this is useful to you, you can come in here and click on blur. And what comes up, it says face blur or it says custom blur. So let's look at a face blur first. And I'll click on face blur. Now it's going to take a minute. This could take a couple minutes, depending on how long your video is. It could take several minutes or a few seconds. In this case, I don't think it should take very long. Right there. Okay, it took 16 seconds. So now it found three faces. Two of these are mine because one was a static image that I had in part of my video. This is the this is the main video of me talking. This is a static image of me that was in the video a couple places, and this is a licensed stock photo. So you can pick what you want. Now let's not select all. In this case, just as an example, let's click this gentleman's face right there. And then I'll go to apply. Okay? And so what this did, this black area is going to be a blurred region. And you can see it's from a minute 29 seconds to a minute and 46 seconds. Now when you put a blur in here, you can come to the end and make it blur longer or shorter, whatever you want to do. But what I would do then is come in and say, right here, see this area right here? Okay, and I can stretch this out and make it taller or shorter, whatever I want to do. And I can change the position slightly, put it, say, right there. And then what I need to do is come across here until here's where that guy's face comes up, right there, right there, right there. So this is where his face comes up. So I would move this blur over to that point, and then it's only on there for a few seconds, and I'll move my scrubber bar over and right there, that's where his face goes away. So I would squeeze it down, squeeze it down in this direction to that point. So now if I move my scrubber bar back here and I let this play, let's see what happens.
Smile. Okay, try to smile, not a fake phony smile.
And I could come up and go to save, and it would save that blur for me and blur his face out. Okay, so see how that works? Now let me do discard changes and I'll come back in here to blur and I'll click on that, but let's try a custom blur. And what is a custom blur? Well, here you can see this blurred area is from 54 seconds to a minute 51 seconds, so that's like about a minute or so. And let me scoot this back down so we can see the whole thing. So now I have a choice. I can make a rectangular blur. Now I can come up and make this blur, it'll be a rectangular shape, and I can come up here and I can stretch it in both directions, all directions, whatever, and I'll have a rectangular blur. And then when this plays, you can see that right here,
and what I wanted to do today is talk a little bit about
gets right
helping
here,
you get longer view times for your videos.
Okay.
Case in point, you've got a 10-minute video.
So now it's blurring it. And the problem is when I move my head, it goes outside of the blur, and you have a couple choices down here. By the way, you can make this an oval shape if you want. Now you can see inside of there, inside of this rectangle, I can move, and I can move this oval, and I can stretch it out if I want to. But I have a couple choices. if I put it on fixed position, what's going to happen is it will, as this blurs this, let me come down here again, and when it blurs,
and you look at your,
when it blurs this, okay, but if my head is moving, it's not going to follow my head. Like if I lean way over this way, part of my head will go out of the blurred region, and I may not want that. If I click on track object over here, now what's going to happen is if I move my head, I lean one way or the other, or I slide my chair over a little bit, it's going to follow me, okay, and that's kind of cool. And I'll come back down here, and let's go in here.
seconds. Okay, that's not good.
See?
That indicates, that tells Google, it tells you.
See, as my head tips and as my head turns, it follows me. And that's what we call a track object type blur, okay? And again, if I like what I did, I can come up to save. And again, I can stretch this out and make it blur longer or shorter, whatever I want to do. I can click on save. I'm not going to save it because I don't want it to do that in my real video. But you can also discard changes and start from the beginning again. So that's how you can blur an object, if you need to, a face in your videos. And it works pretty well. Okay, good. So another thing that you can do is in different parts of your video, if you want to, juice them up a little bit, you could add a little bit of background music in any place in your video you'd like to. So if I click on this audio tab, what happens is it goes into the audio library. And any of these tunes, any of these things that you see, you could use. There are thousands of them in there. But let's just suppose that, when I'm scrolling through there, I stop on one and I click on the play button. What'll happen is you get a preview of it. Okay, we don't need to play the whole thing, but this is 2 minutes and 33 seconds long. Hall of the Mountain King. Okay, that's what it's called. Okay, one thing I'll mention, if you use anything out of the audio library and you come over here, it says you can use this audio track in any of your videos, including videos that you monetize, but you must include attribution in your video descriptions. All that means is right here, if you click on that you technically should highlight this, copy it, and at the end of your description or anywhere in your description put that in, so that this Kevin McLeod created this little music sketch, this little music clip, and you're just giving him credit for that, and you could paste it in there. But okay, so just so you know what that's all about. Anyway, so this Hall of Mountain King, all this stuff, and I'm going to click on this plus sign right here, and then here it is, okay? And I could put this anywhere I wanted in my video. So, for example, if I come in here, and right here, let's let this play. I hit my space bar, and see, when this black space comes up, there's something wrong. We are getting the music, but my voice quit working. So I'll show you how to fix that. Another thing is you can always drag this music anywhere you want in there. And you can also shorten it if you don't want it play. Sometimes an example is sometimes I've got a big whiteboard. Not sometimes, I always have a big whiteboard on one wall in here. And if I'm writing on my whiteboard and I've got my back to the camera, rather than take 12 seconds and draw a chart or write on there while I'm not looking at people, I could play some music, and it sort of keeps things moving, keeps things going. So yeah, you can shorten this or lengthen it, whatever you want to do to it. But to fix the problem we had is right here. It says mix level, okay? And right now it's way down here, and that means that when it's way over here, the voice from that audio clip is going to be very high and my voice is very low. So to correct that, you'll have to play with this and move it around a little bit, but I'm going to move this way down here and see what happens when I move it way down there, okay? So let's come back in here and see if that fixed it. and I'll hit my space bar and play it.
Time is 12.5 seconds. Okay, that's not good. That indicates, that tells Google, it tells YouTube that people don't like your video.
So you can see how that works. And again, you can move this and you can shorten it. You can do whatever you want to, and just like that. Now, if you decide, I don't want that, I want to try a different one in there, you can just click on undo, and that will undo your last move. I moved that. I moved it a couple times. Click that a few times, and one more time. Well, I can just come down here on this, highlight that, hit delete, and take it out. And you can come through here. I mean, there's really thousands of these different things you can try, different types of audio clips. But that's how you can add an audio clip to your video even after you've posted it. Okay? Very good.